Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear learners and respected teachers. Welcome to English Grade 4 video lecture series. I'm your instructor, Mohammad Zia Hamid. I hope students and teachers that you're doing well and you are having a great day. Let us get started with our today's video lesson of unit number 2 called The Surprise Feast. And in this unit, we are going to talk about our lecture 4, which is about grammar, and we are going to learn about adjectives. Yes. I hope students that you know what is an adjective. It is one of the parts of speech. It is very important to understand. Let us see what is the students learning outcome. It says classify adjectives of quantity, quality, size, shape, color, and origin. It means that we have all these different kinds of adjectives. They are called number 1, adjectives of quantity, number 2, adjectives of quality, adjective of size, adjective of shape, color, and origin. We have these 6 different kinds of adjectives. We need to understand what each of them are and how we can sort them accordingly. So let's get started. But first, we will begin with the verse from the Holy Quran. Let us take the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. We have Surah Al-Fatiha, verse 1 and 2. All the praise is for Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the most gracious, the most merciful. Subhanallah, this is very beautiful. The starting 2 verses of Surah Al-Fatiha. I hope that you have memorized this. So what do we understand by this? That all the praises is for Allah. And He is Lord of all the worlds, the heavens and the earth. And Allah is having qualities. Allah has described them with using adjectives like the most gracious, the most merciful. These words are actually adjectives. They are telling us about the quality of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So now let us talk about these two questions. First, we need to ask ourselves, how do you describe an object or person? How do you describe any object or any person? That a person is short, a person is healthy, or any object that is long, an object that is round. How do we describe these objects? We describe them using the describing words called adjectives. Second question is, what are describing words called? Yes, right. They are called adjectives. Describing words are called adjectives. Yes. And we use adjectives to describe any person, place, or anything. Now, here, what is it? It is a prayer mat. Its color is blue and beige. It is a small mat. It is a soft mat. So these are the words that are called describing words. Blue, beige, small, and soft. They are describing our noun, which is mat. How is this mat? This mat is blue and beige. We have blue color and beige color. It is a small mat. It is a soft mat. So we know all these things, this description about our noun, which is mat. So mat is having this color, shape, or the size. So these are called describing words. That's how we describe any kind of noun. Let's see. Adjectives, they are words that tell us more about a noun. They give us information about a noun. For example, long hair. What is the noun? Hair. How are the hair? Are they long? Are they short? So they are long hair. Imagine long hair. Long is the adjective. Here is our noun. So this word long is describing our noun hair. Similarly, we have words like sweet cookies, small bag, fat boy, yellow chair. Can we demonstrate and point out the adjectives? Yes. Sweet, small, fat, yellow. All these are describing words or adjectives that are describing our nouns. Cookies, bag, boy, chair. How is the chair? The chair is yellow. Or the hair is long. Cookies are sweet or sweet cookies. These are our adjectives. That's how we use adjectives for describing and giving more information about our nouns. That's right. Now, we have kinds of adjectives, we have types. Number one is adjective of quality. Adjective of quality, these are the adjectives that tell us about the quality of something. Word that tells us about the quality of noun is called adjective of quality. For example, cold water. What is our noun? Water. How is the water? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it lukewarm? The water is cold. So this word cold is an adjective that is telling us about the quality of the water. Happy girl. How is the girl? Girl is the noun and she is happy. So this describes quality of the noun. Hot day. Day is the noun. How is the day? Hot. So it tells us about the quality of the adjective, that this is actually a hot day. Now, next one is adjective of quantity. Yes, numbers, quantity. Word that tells us about number or quantity of nouns is called adjective of quantity. These are the words that tell us numbers or quantity. How much is something, and we can identify it. For example, some coffee, enough salt, all students. Now, some coffee. This is telling us about the quantity of coffee. Coffee is not too much, it is little, it is some coffee. Salt. How much salt? What is the quantity? Enough salt. That salt that is enough. Students. How many students? What are the numbers? All students, which means all the students are included. It tells the word all, enough, some. These are adjectives of quantity. They tell us about the number of something. So, I hope that you can come up with more examples by your own. Now, next up is adjective of color. Yes. Word that tells us about the colors of nouns is called adjective of color. It includes all the colors. For example, red apple. This is an apple, which is our noun. How is the apple? What is the color of the apple? It is red. What's the color of this dress? It's pink. What's the color of the shoes? They are black. So all the colors, they are adjectives, and they are adjectives of color. Black car, red shoes, white dress, blue coat. All these are your adjectives of color. Next, we have adjective of size. We know, students, dear learners, that things can be small, things can be large, things can be short and actually of great length. How do we describe the size of our noun? Yes, by using the adjectives of size. For example, these are the words that tells about size of nouns. They are called adjective of size. Big tree, short man, long legs. How are the legs? They are long. Yes. How is the man? This man is short. The tree is big. So big, short, long, large, all these are adjectives of size. Now, let's talk about adjectives of shape. Things have different shapes, right? Our naming words or nouns have shapes. Some are round, some are in vertical form, some are in the some are rectangular, some are in the triangular form. So we have so many different shapes. So words that are telling us about shape of nouns, they are called adjective of shape. For example, round button. How is the button? What is the shape? Round. Triangular cone. This is triangular, made up of a triangle. Square screen. The screen is our noun. How is the screen? What is the size? It is squared. Yes. Now, students, we understand the adjectives of shape. And let's talk about finally adjectives of origin. Word that tells where the noun comes from is called adjective of origin. Where something is coming from. For example, we have this pizza. Where is it from? It is Italian pizza. This pizza is from Italy. African tea. Where does this tea, this noun originated from? Where does it come from? It's an African recipe. It's an African tea. Here is a painting. This is a French painting. It is made up in, maybe it's made up in French, maybe it's something, a place in France. So that's why it's called French painting. So the painting's origin is French, the pizza's origin is Italian, the tea's origin is actually African. So when we tell the origin of the noun, we use adjectives of origin. Now students, it's time for your activity. I would request the teacher to divide you in different groups for this activity. Group number 1, we will have 6 groups in total. Group number 1 will be assigned adjective of quality. Group number 2 will be assigned adjective of quantity. Group number 3 will be assigned adjective of color. 4, adjective of size. 5, adjective of shape. And finally, group 6 is assigned adjective of origin. You have to open your chapter and find specifically the assigned adjective, the type of adjective that you are assigned in the group. And the group that will find the more number of adjectives, they will win the competition or they will win the activity. Now, here is a picture to perform your activity on. Now you know your assigned adjectives and you can find adjectives of different things. For example, a yellow car, a white mosque. So you can find adjective of color, shape, size, quantity, and origin from this picture. Very good. Now, here is the division of the group. Again, for activity 2, you can choose this. You can find out the adjectives that are present over here. And finally, adjective of, in this picture, you can find what type of adjectives are here. And obviously, you can see a color, you can see some shape. So you can find out the assigned adjectives that are assigned to you. Now, students, here you have your activity. Fill in the blanks with suitable adjectives to describe underlined nouns. Now, the teacher will pause the video and I would request you to let the students do this activity by themselves and then evaluate their answers. There is a blank stick in my hands. What adjective are we going to use? Long or good? Are we going to use adjective of shape or adjective of quality? Which one is the right answer? There is tea in the kettle. Are we going to use adjective of quantity or adjective of size? The sky is blank today. Are we going to use adjective of color or adjective of quantity? Let's see how well you do this. Here's the second part of the activity. And we have our worksheet where you have to find out about the right adjectives. You have to find adjectives of quality, quantity, size, shape, origin, and color. So let's wrap up the lecture. What did we cover? We have covered that we learned that adjectives are the words which tell more about nouns. We learned that the adjectives can be of different types. And we also learned that classify adjectives of quantity, quality, size, shape, color, and origin. Now we can separate and sort out all these different adjectives according to their category. We know what are describing words, we know what are adjectives and how they are divided into different kinds. So we have successfully achieved our students' learning outcome of understanding these different types of adjectives. I'll see you in the next video lesson. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.